Hey, Mark. Thank you very much.
Hi, Alison. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Happy to be here as usual. And thank you very much for this chat, which we're about to
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for your time. I really want to thank you for all the work you've been doing on behalf of the community. It's absolutely extraordinary, especially with COVID-19 and everything that's going on. I mean, the initiatives that have been come up with, or the council has come up with, are just extraordinary. Can I ask you a few questions? Can we go through a few of those?
Yeah, love to. Yeah, we can have it. Yep, ask me some questions. I may have some for yourself as well. Where you go?
Yeah, awesome. Look, I wanted to discuss, first of all, if possible, the residential rate relief.
Yeah.
So residents, you know, who have homes, etc., families, paying rates, you know, what sort of relief do we have for them?
Yeah, you know what? That's like people like you and me, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly right.
People like you and me. So if any of us are holding like a Commonwealth healthcare card and we're in the job seeker category, we can actually apply to have $500, up to $500 waived during 2021 off our rates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So any categories of job seeker, job keeper apply?
Yeah.
So qualifications are pretty easy. You don't have to you know, jump through any hoops to qualify. Any of those requirements are met.
No, people have already done that. They've gone through that quite stressful process. What is going to happen now is if they do want to apply to council, they can actually get their paperwork together. You know, everyone's got their own documents. They get all that paperwork together, and then they would present that to the business concierge officer, which I'll talk about shortly, by the way. And that's them saying, look, I believe I'm eligible, and then the officer returns with the response. Yeah.
And what about hardship for those who you know, job keeper or job seeker don't apply to? What relief is for them?
So we've got a waiver for any other ratepayer in our community, and if they're assessed. So again, if they've got any hardship and they're not eligible for either the job keeper or job seeker, which guess what is me? That's me. I'm not eligible for either. Our office doesn't receive job keeper. Because we've actually done very well. So our office doesn't receive job keepers. So for someone, if you're in the boat like me, you can actually contact council and just hand in your paperwork and just say, look, I believe I'm experiencing some hardship. This is the evidence. Is it possible for me to have up to $100 waived off my rates for the next 12 months? So this financial year, which ends at the 30th of June, 21.
Yeah, so so for council officers to go through all these applications, because there's going to be many, and we didn't really want there to be too much time consumed or resources as well. So job keeper, job seeker are, you know, a shoe-in. But then also there's the existing hardship policy that council does have, which people can apply for, meet, and then get rate relief that way.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
So this relief is going forward over you know, 12 to 15 months, and it's part of the $1.5 million COVID-19 relief package.
Yep.
Look, that's huge. That's a fair bit of help for the community there.
Yeah.
One of the things as we do, you know, we're going through COVID at the moment. As we continue to come out of it, reactivation of businesses, livelihoods, etc. What have we got for businesses? How can we like reinvigorate businesses? You know, get people out there, you know, making more for our community. What have we got?
Yep. So we've got a business support package. So this is separate from these three waivers we've just been talking about for rates, waivers on rates. So this is what we've got from our development planning area, whom our residents, our business owners can contact. There is a possibility to fast track any of the major development permit applications. Anything up to $150,000 is available. And this is where our business concierge officer fits in to our process. So they're going to be employed for about the next 12 months to assist any startup businesses navigate the permit application and the various approvals that we have within council. And look, they're there because this is a really challenging action to take. You know what? Most business operators are very skilled and have a lot of knowledge in their actual industry. And now they're taking that step out, they're moving out of their comfort zone and they're running their own business. And there are so many other aspects of running a business that are not related to their industry. So it's a massive learning curve for our residents who are doing that. So we've got this our business concierge officer who is assisting them with all of those questions in relation to the permit applications up to $150,000. So tasks would include the associated promotion of the business, any process improvements that can be seen by the officer and can help, and educational material as well. So there's a lot of information.
Wow, that's amazing.
Isn't it? Isn't it? That's really
these designated officers are there to really reactivate businesses, do the work. People who own businesses are working away, don't have the time to do that. There's a fair bit of money here, associated to this. So this is part of the package. It's quite extraordinary. It's never been done before, has it?
No, not that I'm aware of. Yeah. So really, this is what I'm excited about because this helps contribute to our economy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also a lot of funds for grants.
Yes, we do.
To support businesses.
Yeah, we do. So we've got a couple of things here. Oh, look, there's also a business investment fund. And that allows Banyule Council to assist individual enterprises through the application process. And they provide, so there's a contribution to planning fees for any not-for-profit organisations if they want to redevelop in Banyule, and that's up to $200,000. The grants, the business support grant package is available over 4 stages. So there is a process there, and we've allocated $60,000 and realised that council's allocated $60,000, and it's actually realised that that's not enough. So council has actually increased it to $460,000.
$460,000.
Yeah, $460,000.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
That's going to be a big help.
Yeah,
it's going to be a big help to a lot of businesses out there.
Yeah, so that's all very exciting. So hopefully that will encourage many people to continue working on their business, working on the plan for their business, which is a really key observation. So this pandemic has really bluntly put a spanner in the works for a long, for pretty much everybody on the planet. Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Because people had their plans for 2020, moving into 2021, then they're all not happening anymore in the way that everybody plans. So this is an attempt to keep certainly business people on track with their businesses as best as possible. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, also the grants for businesses, the $460,000. This doesn't override the community grants. So the normal Banyule community grants, or even the COVID-19 community grants, which are being allocated now in the tune of $353,000.
Correct.
So both of those together, they're that's almost $800,000. That's quite amazing.
Yeah, I know, that's awesome. So we hope. I know that people on council obviously would do this, but as a resident, and I'm sure you're the same. You're a business operator like me. Really excited to hear that that a lot of funds have been found or been allocated to those who are struggling in business, and also various non-for-profit organisations, just to keep the economy going. But also, work is so important for everybody, for every human. Work is a significant part of people's lives. And it provides personal value for many people. Work is valuable, and it allows for people to be in a different space, to feel valued, to be able to look after other people, in whatever capacity their work is. And if that is taken away, then one's sense of worth is also taken away, and can be and that's what can lead to our mental health diminishing to a point. So this is where we're trying to continue to support our businesses, people who run businesses, for the economy, but also their own mental health.
Absolutely. Look, it's contribution for me. Just building on what you were saying, it's you know, we can do things for ourselves, and we can you know, look after ourselves, but we're not really happy until we contribute to others. You know, it's you know, so if we're not out there working and helping others and running businesses and, you know, looking after family and friends and things like that, it's like, what are we here for?
Yep.
So look, these initiatives, I'm really happy with these. So well done on bringing these all together and putting them out to the community as well to make them available. Community organisations as well out there. There's some funding, extra funding going to them. I see such as Bansick and Don Valley Community Support. There's $20,000 each increased support for them. That's quite extraordinary. Well done there.
Yeah, I know. That's I know council knows they're really happy about that. So that's awesome. Yeah.
It's really going to help them because over the last 6 months, particularly, 4 to 6 months, you know, fundraising they haven't been able to do that. They haven't been able to get out there in the community and do the normal fundraising that they do. And possibly in the next 6, 12, 18 months, who knows how long this COVID thing's going to go on. You know, they're not going to be able to do fundraising. So to be able to support them is quite a clever thing, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, agree. Yeah, so that they're really wrapped with that, and there are other things that that Banyule's supporting its various community members. So a really key one that we've had positive, or council has had positive feedback on, is the street trader permit fees, which have been refunded for this 12 months, and that's been something that has been really appreciated by the traders within Banyule. There's also rent relief for tenants in council-owned buildings, which is really significant. So as a landlord, the council has worked closely with their tenants and been in collaboration with them and worked out just, you know, how to possibly give them some sort of relief so they can continue surviving in those buildings. The Health Act registration fees have been waived. Business contributions for rates and charges have been covered by the council. There's we talked about the business grants program boost. Fast track, a really key one that has come through for all councils, by the way, all councils probably in the country, is an opportunity to fast track the shovel-ready projects that councils have. So in the case of Banyule Council, there are projects that are intended to go ahead this year that were allocated in the budget last year for this year, and they are still going ahead because the federal government... That's
amazing. That's awesome.
I know, that's awesome. So the federal government has supported that. That's a federal government initiative. So there are projects that council has applied for or responded to with, and the federal government has returned with what they're going to support. And look, I'm a little bit biased because one of those projects is the Montmorency South Primary School project, which I've been involved with we're looking at 10 years now, just over 10 years. 2008 was the idea to create a safer pedestrian traffic management area around the school, on 3 sides of the school, and I'm still in that project. That's not finished, so I'm very, very excited that that's being looked after. But there are other projects across Banyule that are being looked after by this shovel-ready suggestion offer by the federal government. So we're very excited about that. Other local construction activity has been stimulated as well. Which is
well done for continuing to push the barrow for that for the local community. That's extraordinary. Very well done. Now, in that list there also, you did mention how, and one of the things is the so the Health Act registrations for a lot of businesses who need to, you know, just all the, you know, how you've got to get an officer out to, you know, sign off that, you know, the sanitary is taken care of and everything like that. You know, that's going to be paid for by council. So that's a really big thing for small businesses, cafes and you know, little shops and those sorts of things. Also, a bigger thing though, the special rate charge for our trading, you know, shopping centres, pretty much. Council is picking up the payment, the contribution on behalf of the traders as well. So normally it's a 50-50 sort of split. The council will put in money, The traders will pay a special charge, which will raise the other half of the money. But now council has made the decision to pay the whole lot. So therefore, give the relief to the traders. So therefore, they can pass on those savings to all the shoppers who need to be getting out there as we come out of this COVID time. Well, myself in the Greensboro area, this is going to be the contribution from council is around about $120,000 a year on this. And there's other shopping precincts such as Weir Street, etc. This is a big thing. So the community can continue to use these shopping centres and know that there's a bit of relief also happening there.
Yeah, absolutely. And what is also significant about the street trading permit fees, this special charge scheme, my understanding is that Banyule Council is the only council that actually offers a special charge scheme to
That's correct.
its traders in Australia.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's phenomenal. So for the council to just refund those for this financial year to allow that relief to contribute to the economy is just perfect. Very exciting.
Yeah, and it's good the council's in a position that they can actually do that. Have the funds behind them. The resources over the years have been pretty, I wouldn't say frugal, but just clever in where money has been spent and how money can be saved. A lot of efficiency is coming through from officers all the time, letting us know that they're, saving money here, saving money there. And look, it's very easy to lead an organisation when things are going good, but now when things aren't going good, when things are bad, that's when true leadership comes out. And it's been really good to see the officers really put their head down, come up with all these initiatives, listening to the community where relief is needed, and really, position this, $10.5 million at this point. The fund is, and it could be more. We don't know what's going to happen in the coming months and years as well. But just position it, directly into the community where the community needs it right now and also into the future. So look, I'm really happy with this. It's really cool.
Yeah. No, it's awesome, isn't it? And look, I do wholeheartedly agree with you, Mark. Leaders step up in the times that are challenging.
Yeah.
And this is one of those times. And when I talk about leadership, and I know you'd be the same, we don't just mean someone with a title that shows a level of management or directorship. A leader is just a human being.
Yeah,
and
that's
they can
right.
be running a business, and they can be running a city, they can be running a country, they can be running a household.
Yep.
And so leadership is a quality that is a human quality, and it comes up, it steps up when the challenging times arise, and it collaborates and creates solutions to problems. And this is why I am so proud and love Banyule so much, because that is a council that we're living in.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we need leadership from all our community members. Those who run families, those who run businesses, those who run households. We need leadership now from everyone. And this is how we'll come out of this, better than what we went into it, because we've become stronger and we've come together.
Agree.
So we have that opportunity now.
Yeah, and that's what's going to get us through, and that's our communities. That's perfect.
Absolutely.
Mark, it's been an absolute pleasure catching up with you. Was there anything else you wanted to chat about?
Well, just to sum up and just to understand what is available for members of the community. So we do have the rate relief, be it residential, businesses, and also industry.
Yep.
All those three categories, and that's quite significant. Got support for local businesses, creating jobs, etc. through that, and also community and organisation support, as we've spoken about.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing package. I'm very proud that the council has put this forward, and hopefully the community can get in contact with yourself, other members of council as well, if they need help. Whatever's needed in the future. Yeah.
Please. Yeah. Anyone got any questions? Please feel free to go to the Banyule website, click on the link, or call Banyule Council directly. There will be someone there who can help you with whatever questions you need, direct you to the right person. And please take up the opportunity for this relief, whichever relief works for you. Please take it up. Please make sure you attempt. Please make sure that you apply and look after yourselves, look after your businesses, look after your families, and just be well. Stay safe and be well. Thank you so much, Mark. It's a pleasure.
Thanks, Alison. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.